Hey friends, how are you? I hope you're having a great day today. I'd like to introduce you to this project. This is a drawing and painting a unicorn project that was designed especially for kids. You do not have to have any drawing or painting experience at all to be successful with this project. I'd like to go over the supplies and the materials that you will need for this project. The first thing that you'll need is watercolor paper. Another thing that you will need are some watercolor paints. You'll need a paintbrush. I use this size paintbrush right here. You will need some water. You will need a pencil with an eraser, just in case you make a mistake. You will need a permanent marker. A permanent marker is a marker that will not spread around when you add water to it. You will need a paper towel for messes and cleanups, and you'll need a mat to go under your workspace to keep it nice and tidy and clean. I'm looking forward to teaching you this lesson. Let's get started. Alrighty friends, so let's get started with the first part of our lesson. We're going to be drawing our unicorn. I'm going to use a pencil with an eraser to draw my unicorn, and I'm going to push pretty hard on my pencil so that you can see the pencil lines on the video, but I'd like you to try to press very, very softly, okay? Use a very light touch with your pencil. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make a curved line that looks like this. It's kind of going to the side a little bit. It almost looks like a sideways letter C. And that's going to be the face of our unicorn. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to make a little bit of hair up here, some bangs. So we make a curved line and then another line that comes out and curves in and then touches that first initial line. That's going to be one of the hairs of our unicorn. Now we're going to make another one. So it comes out and then it curves in, and then we're going to make another one that attaches to that one. So basically I closed up this shape right here with these two strands of hair, and maybe I'll even make a third one right here. Like that. Okay, so kind of like the bangs of the unicorn. All right, let's make a couple of ears. So those are just lines coming out like this. And then inside that ear, we're going to make another line. It's actually a V, so we'll come out here and do the same thing. So it's about the same size as this one. And then a little bit of a V on the inside of that ear as well. Let's make our unicorn's horn. So that's just a straight line coming up and then a straight line coming down, and it's coming right out of the top of our unicorn's head. We'll make some diagonal lines, some slanted lines coming down our unicorn horn, just like this. All right, let's move on to the face of our unicorn. Let's make a curved line right here at the bottom of our face. And then let's make a couple of nostrils so he can or she can breathe. And then a little smile. And then let's make some eyes, and those are just curved lines. This unicorn's eyes are going to be closed. If you'd like to make different types of eyes, go ahead and do that. I'm also going to make some small circles, very, very light. I don't know if you can see them. I hope you can. These little circles will remind me to put some paint right here, some little pink paint for the cheeks. All right, let's move down to the body of our unicorn, and it's going to be a shape that looks like this. We're going to come out from the neck. We're going to come down, and then we're going to come back up. All right, so it's kind of a bulb shape. If you turned it upside down, it would be like a light bulb shape. All right, so that's going to be the body of our unicorn. For the feet of our unicorn, we're just going to make two legs coming down like this. And basically we have 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. close those up at the bottom, and then make some little hooves. If at any time I get going a little bit too fast for you, make sure you just pause the video and then restart it when you've caught up with me. Now, because our unicorn is going to be sitting down, we're going to have some lines coming down like this. This line is a little bit shorter than this line, and then we are going to attach an oval shape. Those are going to be the bottom of the feet of our unicorn. Same thing on this side, just like that. All right, let's add a little bit more detail to our unicorn's body. I'm going to add a little bit of a mane, so curved lines coming down from the side. It's a little bit pointy right here, so when I add my marker, I'll just make sure that that's a little bit smoother. Okay? All right, and I want to add a little bit more detail here, just like that. For my unicorn's wings, I'm going to make some diagonal lines coming out from the body. I'll put those on either side. And then coming down from those diagonal lines, I'm going to make some curved lines with a swirl at the end. Another one, curved line with a swirl at the end. And then I'm going to attach this line right here to my unicorn's body with a curved line, a slightly curved line. That's going to be one wing. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So curved line with a swirl at the end. Curved line with a swirl at the end. And then attach this swirl to the body. How cute is that? All right, the next step is we are going to add a cloud that our cute little unicorn is sitting on. So to make a cloud, I'm just going to make a curved line, and then attached to this curved line, I'm going to make another curved line, and then another curved line, just like this, all the way around. And then attach to my unicorn when I'm finished. I think that I'd like to finish this up with some hearts in the sky. You can make whatever you want to fill in this space. You can make some more clouds. If you want to make a moon and some stars, you can do that. It's completely up to you. I think hearts would be cute, so that's why I'm adding them. I'm not putting my hearts too close together. I want to give them a little bit of space. Maybe put one down here. All right, I'm going to take a minute to take a look at my drawing, and I want to see if I want to add anything else. I think that's good. Maybe I'll put one more heart up here. I don't know if you can see this heart. It's way up at the top. All right, now that I'm happy with my drawing, I'm going to be able to start drawing with my marker over my pencil line. So I'll see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, so for this step what I'm going to do is I am going to draw right over my pencil lines with the marker. And you'll want to be sure that you have a permanent marker that you're using so that when you apply the watercolor paints, the marker doesn't spread all over the place. All right, I'm going slowly and carefully so I do my best work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up the video. You can watch me or you can get started on your own marker work covering your pencil lines. So I'll see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, I'm back and I wanted to mention a couple of things. So right here in this area, I wanted to make sure that I didn't go over my pencil line with my marker in these two areas because I want it to appear that the legs are in front of the body. So I'm going to erase those really quick, those lines. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a minute to see if there's any pencil line that I need to erase. It might be hard for you to see the pencil lines on my piece of paper, but there are some pencil lines that, see, like right here, I'm not sure if you can see that, but right here, I didn't stick exactly to the pencil line with my marker, so I'm going to erase that part so I don't have any pencil lines showing. It'll just make your paper look a little bit neater if you erase those pencil lines. All right, that's why it's important to have an eraser on your pencil. Okay, I think that that looks really, really good. Okay, the next step is for us to start painting. So I will see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, so in this step what we're going to do is we are going to paint our unicorn drawing. So what we're going to do first is we are going to put 1 drop or 2 drops of water inside each pan of paint. And what this does is it loosens up the paint. It dissolves it just a little bit so it can get ready for you to use it. It really, really helps. I've noticed that it helps a lot. Okay, so we're going to do that and just wait for a minute. While we're waiting for our paint to dissolve a little bit, I'm going to take a look at my drawing and I'm going to decide what colors I'm going to be using. I think I'm going to leave my unicorn white, but I will be painting the hair, I will be painting the mane, I will be painting the horn, the wings, the belly, the feet. I think I'm going to leave the cloud white, or maybe I'll paint it a little bit of a light blue. And then as far as the sky goes, I will make that decision after I have all of my paint on my unicorn. So let's get started. I'm going to use more of a light palette. That means the colors are going to be very soft as opposed to very, very bright and colorful. And I think what I'm going to do is add a lot of water. And that way, when I add the paint to it, the paint can be really nice and soft. So I'm going to put some pink right here. And I'm going to be adding some pink to my unicorn's belly. Leave her feet and legs white. Then maybe I'll add some light blue to the wings, some very light blue to the wings. I'll add some very light gray to my unicorn's feet. And then I'm going to add a little bit more pink up here to the ears. I think what I'll do for this part right here of the nose of my unicorn is add some very light orange, kind of like some peachy color. And maybe I will put some pink cheeks right here, like I spoke about before. That might be a little bit darker than I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this color off by lifting it off with my paper towel, just like that. So basically, what I did is I discovered that it was a little bit darker than I wanted. So I put my paper towel over that area and I touched it very lightly and it came off of the paper and onto my paper towel. So that's one of the techniques that you can do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here, back up to the horn and the mane and the hair of my unicorn, and I'm just going to paint them different colors. So what I'm going to do is use a smaller brush for this because this area is a little bit smaller. And I'm going to speed up this video. You can continue watching, or you can get started on your own painting of your unicorn. So I'll see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, I'm finished painting my unicorn. Like I said before, I'm leaving the actual body of the unicorn white. So I painted the horn, I painted the mane and the hair, and I painted the wings. When we come back, we will be painting the background. So I'll see you then. Alrighty friends, I'm back. In this step, we're going to be painting the background. So make a decision on the colors that you'd like to paint your background. I think I'm going to paint my background purple, and I wanted to not paint it blue because we have the wings here that are blue, and if I painted the background blue, then what would happen is you wouldn't really be able to see the wings that well. Okay, and I definitely wanted my wings to be blue. So I decided to keep my cloud white, and I think that I want my background to be purple. So I'm just going to start painting my background. It's not going to be the darkest purple. I'm going to go around my hearts because I'd like to paint my hearts a different color other than purple. I'm not quite sure if I want to paint my hearts pink or red. I haven't decided yet. So I am going to speed up this video, and I will see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, I'm back, and I think that my drawing and painting look really cute. I'm very happy with them. If there's anything else that you feel like you'd like to paint on your piece of paper, go ahead and do that. This is your artwork, so you should be able to do what you want to do. I hope you had fun with this lesson. I'll see you next time.